Alright. So take 2 due to technical difficulties. Yes, it was a dumb thing too, but it was mostly technical because the board didn't work for me, but that's fine. What would you like?
Let's go Tails.
No, so I guess I will still go first. Yep. 7 for the thing. Well, this might be okay, we'll see. Alright, no mulligan for you this time at least, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, starting with the Yveltal. Oh, the Virachi's kind of annoying though. Okay, gotta keep that in mind. Right, we will draw. Okay, maybe not the greatest, but we'll see. Level Ball. Okay, prizing may be slightly worse this time. I don't know. It's not that bad by at the top, but I had like every Pokemon in my deck last time round, so yeah, interesting to see how that changes up. Okay, mostly seems alright. Otherwise, we will grab another route.
Yep.
Then we will Trainer's Mail. And that actually does land, which is good, but what the hell do I do with it otherwise? I think it has to be Corinna here, which is fine, to be honest. I had the choice between that and Bridget, basically, and I was like, I think it needs to be Corinna because of what I've already done here, so that's okay. We will grab ourselves... I think we'll still grab the Holucha here, because it just kind of makes sense. And we will have... Sure, we will have Red Candy as the item.
Yep. Sense.
So that's there. I do have a Remoraid to bench as well. I think I'll attach DCE onto the bench here, and that will be the turn. Go ahead.
Ultra Ball discarding Gallade and Dark Energy.
You didn't have to Ultra Ball for the Gallade this time. That's a good start. You figured it out though. That was a good sequencing.
We'll put down a Muscle Band, Battle Compressor.
Yep.
There's only one of those in there, that's fine. We can grab this. Probably fine to go in there as well. Probably not the most useful card to have around right now, so we'll get rid of that.
Okay. And goes teammates. There's the Giovanni Scheme, which I think is new from the deck from before. I don't think you played that last time.
Yeah, I noticed it allows Zoroark to hit 150 versus Gallade, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And we put down our Shaman to draw 5.
Exactly, go for it.
We'll put down our Fright Night Yveltal. Professor's Ladder.
Yep. 2 energy out of the deck.
One that we should go down. Battle Compressor again.
All of this is pre-supported too, good lord. Gen 6, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, there's 2 of those prized, so I probably don't want to get rid of those. I think one of those is prized. I guess we'll just discard 1.
That's fine. Always doable.
And we'll pass.
Okay, we will draw. I guess it doesn't matter if it's all pre-supporter if you just don't have the thing in the end anyway, but oh well. Escape rope.
Right, what do I want to put in here? Honestly, this is probably the most annoying thing.
Okay, we'll go in. We'll VS Seeker for the coroner. So we will grab that. Use
I'd rather get rid of this.
That's fair. We'll use the coroner for the turn here. We will grab ourselves item as level ball, and of course we'll grab the Gallade. No point doing the deck shuffle just yet because we're just going to level ball for the Octillery here. Makes the most sense. We have both of our namesakes in play at that stage. Yep, maybe telegraphed it last turn, not getting the level ball instead, but that's, of course I got the rare candy last turn from the coroner, so that's fine. Grab ourselves the Octillery here. We'll use our premonition on the Gallade to manipulate our top 5. I get to draw 3 of them immediately with the Octillery, so that's useful. Let's do those 3, I think. Yeah, so we'll do that. Octillery can draw until we have 5 in hand, so we will do that, and I'm not miscounting this time, so that is good. Which will give us candy into the second Gallade here. We can use the second premonition, because soft once per turn, to... I don't think that kind of effect would be a hard once per turn, even if it was the thingy, so that's fine. Let's grab that to the top, I think. Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable. We will do that. And then we will Sensitive Blade for a total of 110, which is going to take the Shaman out, so...
Touch of Dark Energy.
Yeah, this was the expected pushback, but I mean, at the very least, I've taken 2 prizes off it. It's not terrible, so...
Might as well put a Floatstone on it, if I need to.
Makes sense.
We'll Super Rod the Shaman, and... I have to take 3, don't I?
You have to take, you have to take as many as you can at that point, if there's only 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's nothing else you can take, so... Yep.
Well, we'll Compressor.
Yep, so you'll get it back in the discard anyway.
Yep.
That's okay.
I think I always want 1 dark in the discard at least. So we'll just take those 2.
Okay, yep.
And we will Stardust, getting rid of the double colorless energy.
Yeah, and giving Jirachi immunity next turn. And doing 10 damage, so I can't focus sash this thing. So, all positive traits for our boy Rachi over there. Pretty good. We will draw. I can focus sash the other Gallade though, so I think I will do that. Seeing rest of hand here, just thinking what I actually want to do with it. So I'm not really going to get an attack this turn with what I have right now. It's a bit of a shame, but I guess that's not the worst thing because you just Stardust it again anyway, so probably fine with that.
That is part of the game here, is to try and starve out the specials.
Yep. That was one of the things I was considering when I went for the, like, maybe I could have just gone Gallade instead of Hawlucha. One of the things I was thinking when I did the play before was whether or not you were, you'd be, like, even remotely tempted to think of that. Because, okay, like, if I had maybe gone instead not gotten the Hawlucha, I could have maybe gone for, like, a Lysander play or something. But I'm not really sure that's right here.
It's a Lysander into 1 prizer, and that just feels awkward.
It feels awkward, but it also means I don't lose my special energy, which is kind of important. What sort of we're not really taking a lot of damage here. I'll attach a basic fighting to the active.
Okay.
I think we are going to go for Coroner again here. This time I'm only going to take the item because I don't... like, the only other Pokemon I could take is Gallade, and I don't really care to at the moment. So I will just take a level ball and get another Ralts out here.
Okay.
Seems the most reasonable. Then we have a couple of premonitions that I can do, so let's start with the first one. We get to draw 2 of these cards, so I think we want... that seems reasonable. So we'll do that, and then we'll use the Abyssal Hand to draw those 2, and go for our second premonition to dig a slight bit deeper. Probably that. Okay, and that will have to be my turn. Go ahead. Yep.
Are you sure this does a lot of damage?
It does do quite a bit, yeah.
We'll Evil Ball.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 base, 20 for that. So yeah, it is 120. Thankfully, still not quite enough to kill, but that is a lot to be contending with. So
And you
yeah.
struggle to get back in return.
Yes, true. Which is why I'm not going to bother. We're going to Lysander up the Archie. Because, yeah, that needs to be dealt with first, I think, here. We're going to attach. I will evolve to the Curlier here. We'll do the same premonition stuff again. I have 2 draws I can take off of this. So we'll do our first premonition. Seems reasonable. So use that. We'll Abyssal Hand to draw the 2. And then we'll premonition the second time, just so we can see what else we're going for. Probably that. Yeah. And then, yeah, we will Sensitive Blade, take the KO on the Raikou here.
Trainer's Mount?
Yep. Yeah, this Gallade is kind of nuts, not gonna lie.
Okay, things I just... think we take...
Yep. Ooh, an Ultra Ball that can't be played right now, awkward.
And we will... Evil Ball.
Okay. Yep, keep the energy on the active. I respect it. Makes the most sense to go Hawlucha because it's got 0 retreat, so I suppose we'll start there. We will draw. Okay, so now I've got to actually think through what I want to do with this, because this turn definitely took a different thing than I was expecting, because my prize was unique, to say the least. I do have another Gallade, so we will just get that straight away. I was going to use a different supporter here, but I think my prizes are dictating it. I'm going to teammates here. Yeah, I wasn't planning on using this, but when you get teammates out the prizes, you search your deck for any 2 cards and you like it. You know. So then the question just is, do I want... I don't actually have access to it right now. I could make access to it, that's the thing. We always have it here. No, we'll take this, I think. So, those back into the hand. Doesn't really matter too much anyway, because I guess they're both going to get played down. We're going to Sash the Hawlucha, and we're going to attach there. And I will actually do the Parallel City thing here as well. So, your side will now be restricted, just in case you do start popping off in a bit, because you can Ultra Ball Shaman next turn. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and use our Flying Press for 80, because no 60, sorry, no resistance.
So, Ultra Ball, discarding Ultra Ball and Zoroark.
Yep. Yeah, so this restricts you to only putting one more Pokemon down after this, unless you can bump the Stadium, which I think you only play Parallel to, so...
We will put our Shaman down to draw 5.
Yep. Yveltal's a pretty good one.
Ultra Ball, discarding Yveltal and Sycamore. Field Search.
Okay.
The annoying as is, this might be a thing we need to consider here.
Oh boy, yeah, the Sky Return. Understandable.
Professor Sycamore for 7.
Seems good.
There's all my VS Seekers.
Yeah. I think I've only seen one so far as well, but that one was at the start of the game and it was kind of useful, so I can't really complain.
We'll attach a Darkness here and we'll Y Cyclone.
Yep. So the Focus Sash drops off, we go to 60 on our Hawlucha here. And yeah, the DC, oh, as soon as I can actually grab the thing, the DC has been moved to the Shaman. Makes a lot of sense. We will draw. Yeah, I don't think I actually did the premonition stuff last turn, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter in where we're at. Let's put DC on the Sash Gallade here. I guess I should probably premonition first here. We'll see what we have with it. Yeah, that's a pretty good spike, isn't it? Yeah, seems pretty good to me. Yeah, we'll put that at the top. We'll use our Abyssal Hand to draw the VS Seeker. So I think we might as well go for the VS Seeker Lysander on the Shaman, since it got the energy just now. 0 retreat to the Gallade with the DC Sash, and we will hit for the 110 Sensitive Blade. Again, kind of not bothering with the other premonition, but whatever. I mean, it's like, I know 4 of the cards anyway, so who really cares at this point?
Acrobike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
VS Seeker Giovanni's Scheme to bump the damage.
Okay, yep.
And the game's over anyways.
Yeah.
We're just gonna Evil Ball for as much time as we can.
Yep. So again.
I didn't... What you need to see here is I had a Shaman prize, I had this prize, and the last prize was one of my 4.
Yikes, yeah.
I had no draw.
Yeah, that is what it is.
And I couldn't find my BS Seekers to even Giovanni's, so...
Yeah. I had mostly everything I would have wanted. I had Judge, like, when you had maybe 1 card hand or something, and I didn't want to bother doing that, obviously. I did prize a couple of Pokemon, like 1 Gallade, 1 Ralts, 1 Octillery, which was maybe a thing, but yeah, it's mostly the teammates in the end that was the sort of big of a bit. I'm gonna change the song because that's
so I cut out a Birch and the Hex Maniac for 2 schemes.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Damage mod and draw. This deck can get on really low hands, so
yeah,
scheme can be pretty good.
It's understandable. Yeah, it might not always be like the best draw option, but the fact of it's draw or extra damage, the flexibility is what I like about the card, and that's why there is one in here as well. I did have it in my final hand. Yeah, this It's unfortunate that the buttons broke and stuff off the first one, because you got a ridiculous maxi turn and like sensitive blade for the 130 going second, like on your first attack. It's a bit of a shame that stuff broke off of that. I don't know if I'd have been able to come back from that, to be fair, but like it was pretty sweet. But yeah, this deck is pretty solid though. We didn't get to see the Zoroark do anything this time, unfortunately, but like
I wasn't finding Zoras.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's potentially a rough matchup for Zoroark anyway, right? Being fighting week, I don't even have to play a supporter to blade it down. But
The thing is, with the Giovannis now, I can now sensitive blade down your own Gallades.
Yeah, if you've got the right energy stuff on it, which is pretty great. That is one of the reasons this deck plays a lot of Focus Sash, because you are, even with 150 HP, you are kind of expecting to get one shot quite a bit. Yeah, this deck is very strange in its composition, right? Because there is not a single Sycamore in this deck whatsoever. You'd think, how on earth does this even do anything? Well, I mean, Corona is broken. That's a start. But Corona is insane in this deck because you've got access to all the level balls and stuff like that. Octillery is basically Shaman but better for this deck because it's once per turn. Yeah, you get one less card, but it's also fully level ball searchable. And you want to play a lot of level ball anyway because you've got your lower lots pieces and stuff. Bridget being one of the new cards, we didn't get to see it this time round, but it's absolutely fantastic here. Just getting like 2 Ralts and a Remoraid immediately is insane. So you get all of your setup. By the way, one thing I noticed when I was doing the set description for this automatically benches the Pokemon that you put in, so it doesn't let you do Hooper or Shaman shenanigans. It's a better card design than I expected from this generation. So keep that in mind if you are playing the stuff here. You cannot bridge it for like Hooper like I thought you could and get it to work. And yeah, it's like Gallade just about has everything, right? It attacks for DCE, it does a really good amount of damage for that amount. It's relatively tanky, but it's in fighting, so you can sash it if you need to. And Premonition is not only just really good for making sure your turns are consistently solid, it also lets you just draw the exact cards that you need out of those 5 with Octillery. So this kind of just does everything, and it's all single prize. There is not a single multi-prize Pokemon in this deck. So it makes the opponent go through an awful lot of stuff, right? Especially with 1 Sacred Ash and 1 Super Rod in here too. Your rare candy count might get a little bit taxed by the end of the thing, but honestly, if you've gone through 4 Gallade that have been rare candied, then that's totally fine, right? So yeah, it kind of just does everything you need. You just have to play a supporter every single turn, but with 4 VS Seeker and like a really solid amount of supporters to play here, I don't think that's really a problem, you know? There's like 16 total supporter procs you can have in the deck. I mean, you don't really need 16 attacks with a Gallade to win the game, most likely, so I think you're fine on that front. Yeah, it's just interesting, because most of the new new Dart deck is actually resistant to fighting, but Gallade hits just enough where that doesn't really matter as much, you know? And it does still kill Shaman without a damage mod. So, it's all good stuff for it. So, yeah. Alrighty, let's get my other thing out here and find out what Pepper's been cooking this entire, like, 4 days or so.
Cooking is accurate from what we last saw.
It was from the Saturday stuff, but I think we're probably going to see a change of deck from then. We shall see. Alrighty, what would one like?
Heads.
Alright, complete reversal of fate from before. I will go first with this. And unfortunately, I'm going to mull straight away, which is not amazing, but oh well. What can you do? Just more or less shows, yeah, it's that deck. But I mean, you kind of knew that anyway, if I wasn't playing the other one on you. Okay. Yeah, that's a better start, I think. So you get one mull for your troubles. Nothing else you want to bench, I'm assuming?
Nope.
Okay, then it is the camel deck. Alright, I didn't know if you were actually going to bring it back, but I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
You did a lot of
good enough to at least show off.
You did a lot of work on it, so it makes sense. Yeah. Alrighty, we will do a Bridget. Absolutely awesome card to start off with in any like single prize oriented deck. So we get to have 3 dudes. So long as it's all non-EXs, we just get to put 3 guys down on the bench here. Absolutely wonderful stuff for me.
One comment. You guys both have prizes of all time. Good luck.
We will see. We'll see as I go through with the stuff here. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of what I want in the deck here. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot worse than this. We will grab ourselves 2 Magnemites and 1 Remoraid. Give that the old shuffle-o. Thinking on what else we want to do. I think we probably do Trainer's Mail here. Trainer's Mail after Bridget, obviously, so we have less things to worry about. Ooh, okay. Interesting enough. I really want to take that one, but I don't know if I can, based on the way the rest of the hand is here. Maybe it is still worth it. Yeah, I think it is. We'll take the candy. We'll simply just draw a Magnezone next turn. That's all that has to be, right? Do I even do anything else with that? I guess I'll Floatstone the Remoraid, and that'll be everything for now. Go ahead.
Compress.
I probably should have taken the other card. Actually, I forgot other contents of other stuff, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're definitely on the of all time train here. I'm not sure at the moment, because again, most of my decks seem
work
reasonable.
around this, but this is weird.
I guess I'll just find out as I go, because again, my deck seemed somewhat reasonable as I was sifting through the options there, so I don't know.
Send fire, support.
Okay.
Trainer's Mail.
Alright.
Take an Ultra Ball. Mention them all before I forget. And I'll use it. Discarding Lysander and Lysander.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Weird hand Get the Shaman.
Yep. Yes, feed me those delicious hedgehogs.
I need an Unbrick and
I know.
Faded Town.
Yep.
Lodestone on a Numal and Shaman for 5.
Yep.
Trainer's Mail. Take Compressor.
Okay.
Ultra Ball, discard Fire Energy and Compressor. Brick naturally gains the game regardless. Take a normal.
Yep.
Normal down. DCE on the active, put down another Camel EX, and pass it back to you there.
Okay, we will draw. Okay, not quite the Magnezone spike, but whatever. Yeah, I should have taken the other card. I actually didn't realize I already had a Rare Candy in this hand. If I'd have looked a little bit harder, I'd have taken the other card. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Level 1. So we will grab our good old Octillery. So we'll get that down. We will go ahead and floatstone one of the Magnemites here, because when that evolves, it is gonna kind of matter. I'm just trying to think what's to maximize the shot here of at least getting something. Not super keen on using that again, but I think I might have to. It's not great. Yeah, not the card I want to use it on, but I think I will via Seeker to bridge it here. Bridget can get Jirachi, and I think that's all I want to do. I know one I want to get, but the other part of it is price, so that's probably not a good idea. Like, we could get another magnet, but also seems kind of bad. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We will have to bench Lugia, I think, here, so I can draw an extra card off of Abyssal Hand, so we will draw 3. And yeah, that is the annoying bit about having to bench that, but whatever. Well, I did spike the Magnezone, so I guess there is that. Can't really do much else though, so go ahead. A little bit of a shame, but...
We have a Camel.
Yep. So this can get a fire energy back from the discard to itself.
Compressor, because I bricked.
Oh no, okay.
It was kind of a willing brick, because I couldn't afford second Hedgehog, but still...
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've kind of bricked on not having enough board spaces, so we'll see. At least I have like I have technically 2 draws I could bring in here. If my next top deck is playable, then I would have 3 draws that I could maybe get something out here. If it's a Magnezone, then I get more, because yeah, I messed up and put the extra Rare Candy in hand. My other option was Muscle Band, just to bring it out, so I should have taken the band and I would have had an extra card draw here, so...
Remove Compressor, Town, and Jirachi.
Yep. Yeah, you know I'm not playing Flash Energy at the moment, so...
And... that's that.
Yeah, not much to do. Alright, let's see if we can get this going. Yeah, the answer is no on that. We're going to Abyssal Hand for the 1. That doesn't do anything. Oh no, we're going to be staring at each other for ages here. Go ahead. I can't do anything with this.
So about what I said?
No, it's fine. Like, the rest of the deck itself is fine. It's just, yeah, I really just do not have the tools here. We're gonna Lysander in the free Camerupt that doesn't have any energy. We're gonna pass. Go ahead. Oh my god.
We unbricked. We got a birch.
Oh my god, nice. Okay.
Should have just got it down.
Oh wow,
7,
and the
we
7,
definitely
yeah.
unbricked.
Okay.
Heavy ball.
Yep. The weird thing for me is, like, it's not as if my hand is completely unusable. Yep, it's just, I can't use it right now, you know? So it's like, if you take a KO, then I might actually still be able to... It's the same sort of situation we were in when I played you with the Gallade. Oh, not the Gallade, it was one of the Ray things. It was just like, yeah.
Bring back more fires. Ultra Ball, discarding Hex and Shaman.
Yeah.
Into the not benching more than I have, more easy prize than I have to. Take a normal.
Yep.
And pass.
Okay. See. Well, it's not an unbrick, but it is technically a card I can play, so that's something. Yeah, we're gonna put a lightning down on the active and end at that. Go ahead. This is where I really wish I had Skyfield in this deck, because this would actually be a completely fine situation if I did, but not much you can do.
I think you'd rather have Seas in this deck, annoyingly.
I mean, Seas would be nice if I had Fighting Fury Belt. That would probably be like the next set sort of tech, is if I played Rough Seas.
Attach fire, pass.
Okay, we will draw. That's very funny, but I can't use it. Go ahead.
Our battle will be legendary.
It's just unfortunate with the way the hand and bench setup is going with here. I had everything almost at the start, but yeah.
on the active, tumbling attack.
Okay. So we'll take 40 because I take 20 less from shining with the shining body, right? Yep. Okay. Alrighty, we will draw. This is just sad. Alright. Fun thing though, this has only got a 1 retreat. So we're gonna retreat to the Jirachi. I'm gonna Fisherman that 1 energy back to the hand, put it on the Jirachi, and I'm gonna Stardust that DCE away. And you take 10.
Right.
I know it doesn't seem like it's relevant, but I hit for odd numbers, it's relevant. I only need 6 energy now instead of 7, because you've got a fat HP total over here. And yeah, there's a lot of Monster Hunter music going on at the moment. This has always been pointing out in the chat, so yeah.
Venture Camel EX. Yes, Seeker Sycamore.
Yep.
Got these 3, 7. You need to fire. Yes, you are.
Yeah, but I'm also immune this turn.
Because Jirachi's a really good card.
Attach fire to active, and just stare, growl annoyingly. Your turn.
Alright, let's
Various
go.
camel spitting noises.
This is just peak comedy right now. Oh my god. VS Seeker Lysander the DCE Camel, and I'm gonna Stardust a second time.
You motherfucker!
Take your 10, good sir. This is just comedic right now. Oh my god. This is about as much as I expected to get out of Jirachi this game, to be honest. So, you know.
Getting 2 out of Jirachi is pretty good.
Yep, they're staring each other down. Yep, that indeed. I'm just like, I'm one like decent supporter away from actually having an explosive shot here. I just don't have it.
I know, in an awkward situation. Pass.
Okay, we will draw. Okay, that technically does something because I can actually, yeah, I can unbrick this hand now. Ultra Ball, fucking finally. Alright, we'll discard Remoraid and Shaman. I drew the Shaman on the drawed 5 with the Octillery, so that's why I've been kind of like holding on to this entire time. We might stand a chance of unbricking this now. We're gonna grab a second Magnezone. Because you know, because of my blunder earlier, that I have Rare Candy to get the second zone up, so we have that. I also have Super Rod, and I guess I'm going to use that now because I just want to get an extra card off Abyssal Hand here. Might be a bit awkward because it's like I'm putting cards I maybe don't want right now back in the deck, but I think it's for the best here. And then we're going to Abyssal Hand, draw Fury, and see if we can do anything after that. Sort of. We will go ahead and put... Yeah, I think Lightning makes sense here. I will Muscle Bandit as well. And then I guess I'm just going to Stardust for 10 again. I don't think it really matters too much, so I don't really care if I give up a prize right now, you know?
Rainer's Mail. Oop, I'm going to deck out.
Oh no!
The problem is, I'm out
Oh,
of energy.
I see. Do you want to do a game 2 with this then?
And then there's yours.
Yeah, you just stalled me out. I said,
Yeah.
no, 'cause I can't. I dead those decks. I pulled too much onto these guys.
Like I said,
And I couldn't
prizes
get
of
this
all
guy out
kinds.
at all. It's like, well, shit. Even if I find a float stone,
Yeah.
I'm just going to deck before as bottom card.
Rude.
I'm just going to deck before I can kick 6 prizes.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, see, I know, I saw the energy and I was like, that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world, right? Because I have 7 energy left after that. I was thinking, that's fine, because so long as I can get them into rotation, I have Fisherman and I can get the stuff back. So that shouldn't have been the problem. Now, the problem is just that I couldn't play any of the stuff down because all the cards I drew were things that I couldn't actually use after, you know, getting the setup. I had my setup fine, I just couldn't do anything afterwards. I take it you want to go first this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to get 1 KO to start, and I just couldn't.
Speaking of hands of all time... Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, good luck. Now there are 2 of them.
Press.
This hand is potentially like 1 Bridget away from being amazing, though, if I'm being real. So, we'll see.
Okay, that's odd, but I got tons of them, so it doesn't matter. Good fight to the blacksmith.
Yep. Seems pretty good.
Rainer's Mail.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more Rachi's actually really good in this matchup. Yep. Like, I'm just thinking about it, go, wait, you've got Burning Energy in here too, and they come back. Rachi's actually really good in this matchup.
Second Trainer's Mail. Take an Ultra Ball.
Seems good.
Yeah, knowing your matchup, I should be smart about this. Ultra Ball. Then again.
Yeah, the fact that this is game 2, we now know what we're dealing with, so...
Yeah, I can keep hold of this guy. So it's discard Ultra Ball, Sycamore.
Okay.
That one, Numal.
Yep.
Came in for 5.
Yeah, I figured it was either you were gonna, like, get the Shaman or get something to bench because you had Shaman already.
Blacksmith.
Powerful.
And pass it there because I can't attack going first.
Yeah, alright. Okay. I suppose I have to Lysander in the normal here. Feels bad. We'll attach to the bench and end the turn. Go ahead.
That's annoying.
That's the idea. I should say that's the hope right now.
Find a floatstone.
Roll the bench, camel.
Yeah, you blacksmith the energy, so okay. We're really trying out here. I'm just saying that now. We're really trying right now.
Yeah, you like your bricks, but I think I'm best off taking that unfortunate draw on the face. DC on the camel. Versus Seeker, the sycamore.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, okay. I'll let you know, I have only half bricked here. But that's fine, because it is kind of still, like, I didn't get the turn 1, so the stuff I want, so I am still super far behind here.
Okay, we found a floatstone.
Yeah.
Ultra Ball, this guy Faded Town. Lysander. Second Camerupt.
Yep.
This down. Fury out. Yeah, I need to discard both my fires to KO it normally.
That you do.
Or we can flip a coin. Stumbling attack.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright. Yeah, okay. That is like the worst card I could have drawn here. I have energy for turn. I do have Octillery, so I will draw 2. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna have a draw engine as a problem, but I do actually have like some other stuff. Is there even any realm where that's like doable? I guess so. I drew Bridget, just like a little bit late, but I guess I know kind of what I should do with it. Yeah, we will grab... Okay, that is in deck, that's good. Yeah, I guess we'll grab double Magnet Raikou. Makes sense here. So we have that. So, only like 5 turns late, we might actually get to do something now, which is fair. Yeah, Octillery's got a 2 energy retreat, that's why I put the energy on it before as well as just trying to thin the hand down, so we'll discard the 2 to go to the Raikou, and that'll be the turn, go ahead.
Okay.
Does a couple of things, but it's mostly, it keeps my draw engine potentially, like you've got a Lysander that now, which is obviously possible, but, you know. Doesn't take too much potentially for me to just like, at least do something with it here, so... It's better than nothing.
Venture second Camel EX. Burning energy on the active. Explosive jet, discard all 3 fires. The burning comes back.
So we'll just show the burning here as a thing. It can only be attached to fire, blah 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 blah. If it's discarded by the attack of a fire Pokemon that it's attached to, it goes back onto the Pokemon. So yeah, that will go back to the thing. We will promote this, and we will draw. Alright, I might have been sandbagging this a little bit. Well, not quite, but like I kept this from last turn. Level ball. I think we know where this is going. We are going to bring out Jirachi.
Ah.
It's back!
Okay.
We are going to actually muscle band it as well because honestly I just need to get rid of the card out of hand here.
Well,
I
well,
have the energy and I'm going to Abyssal Hand draw 3 here. Okay, you know what? I have seen a lot worse than that. Right, Magnemite has less retreat for every Magnemite on the bench, so we do have 0 retreat right now, so we will go Raichu real quick. We will bench third Magnemite. I mean, I could have done weird stuff, but otherwise it doesn't matter. A little bit awkward having to do this, but it's fine. We're going to Super Rod. I do have enough targets, so we will do our 2 Pokemon and 1 energy, because I have to. Really wish I could just like discard the other card out of my hand first, but it's fine because we drew Sycamore with, yeah, Magnezone, the lightning in hand. No rare candy, unfortunately, but that's fine because we can still keep playing. That's the main bit. For how much longer we will see. Ultra Ball pitching double Bridget here. I do not have the bench space to do much more with that, so do we just grab another Raikou? I kind of want to. What's the alternative? Grab like a magnet piece or something? That doesn't seem too good. I guess the other alternative is to grab... I don't want to grab Shaman because that's just giving you 2 free prizes here. That seems really bad. Yeah, we'll grab Raikou. I think it makes the most sense here. We'll Muscle Band the Raikou, and since I've attached for turn, we will just Stardust for 30. Take off the Burning Energy.
Okay.
Because that's 1 less fire you can discard later on for other stuff, so you can't recover that with Magma Camels, so go for it. Yeah, Rachi's really good at this matchup, I'm realizing. You know?
Bloodstone on the active.
Yep. Yeah, recover your stuff with the abilities. Well, at least 1 of them anyway. So what are we on? 3 in the discard so far?
Yeah, I'll leave
Yeah.
1 in there.
1 in the discard still. Yeah, okay.
Silliness.
For some reason I thought there was a 3rd, so I was just thinking that. Yeah.
On the Shaman.
Yep. This is clever, I like this.
Take a Sky Return.
Yep. So it doesn't do damage, but it does put the Shaman back in hand, so it takes away the liability. I like that a lot. Okay, we will draw. Once again, I find myself in that similar position. Whatever. We'll attach to the Raikou. We will Abyssal Hand to draw 2. Okay. Close, but no cigars. So I guess we're just going to have to discard 1 of them. We're going to Sycamore. Kind of good set to have, but just no space. So yeah, maybe I really do need Skyfield in this deck. I don't know. Well, this does a lot, but it doesn't quite do it the way I want. That's fine. So I think we are paying the retreat here makes sense. We don't need all of these. I do have a Magneton, so we will put that down. Let's go Floatstone on the Octillery, and that will do. Go ahead.
I will just say I'm very annoyed this Camerupt says basic energy on Flame Ball.
Can't move a DC without them, my friend.
I know, it's painful. This would be a perfect time to use that for shenanigans.
Dude, Rachi is insane in this matchup. I'm just saying. This is actually amazing.
But I can do this. from hand.
Yep.
Level ball.
Yep.
Fail search.
Okay, yep.
Retreat out. Flame ball for knockout.
Indeed.
Put the fire on this.
Yeah, so it's not great, obviously. I mean, I started with a massive deficit on the stuff here, but we might still be able to do something here. It's not impossible. That is kind of annoying, though. Whatever. Yeah, we're just going to put Magnezone down. We're going to Ultra Ball, discarding... I already discarded Octillery to thingy, right? Yeah, I did.
We did discard, yeah.
Yeah, we'll discard Remoraid, and I think it probably has to be... No, I could still get Candy. Yeah, we're gonna ditch Shaman here because I have an Abyssal Hand still. I don't think I actually want anything. Yeah, we're not taking anything off of that. Because I have Raikou as my other thing, so we're gonna Abyssal Hand draw 4. Okay. Maybe I should have put that down, that's a shame. Still decent. I can get a KO here, that's better than what I've been expecting. How many have we even got? 3? That's pretty good. VS Seeker Fisherman. Just seeing the rest of this stuff. Wow, this is the first VS Seeker I played this game. That's actually really good for me. Okay, we'll get our 3, because I don't have 4, because why would I? All 3 of these can go on this guy. We will manual attach. I really want to just attach to the Jirachi because that's been so good so far. I mean, what are you going to come up with? You've kind of got to come up with the one that's got a DCE on it, right? Because nothing else is going to get a kill. Yeah, I'm going to attach to the Jirachi. What are you going to do about it? We'll go in and you have exactly 110, so we will Thunder Lance for that 110 and take the KO here.
But it doesn't really matter, but... Float stones to choose from.
Like, don't get me wrong, this is still not great, but... I technically got to play a good amount of stuff down there, and that's all I can really ask for right now, so... Thank God I had the foresight to put the energy on this Octillery, by the way, because if I didn't have a draw engine in this game, I would have been dead in the water for sure.
This always happens.
Okay. Probably means no blacksmith then, because otherwise likely would have kept it. Although I guess it doesn't matter that much in that. You've got to discard 3 in order to KO Raikou anyway, so I guess I can't judge that way.
Burning's got to go down on this camel.
Fair enough.
Actually, yes. Use my piece. but this is probably wrong. With Hex,
Okay, yep.
tree out, bench 2 counts in case you judge,
Fair.
and we're gonna take the triple discard.
Yeah, you've still got a discard 3 because it's at 120 HP. Okay. So, I mean, obviously Octillery's got to go in. I can't Abyssal Hand this turn. Alright. Well, good job I put the energy on the Rachi then, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna candy up to a second zone, I guess. Not much to do with it, I suppose. We're gonna just go in and we're gonna Stardust for 30, discard the Burning. Yeah, without being able to draw through the rest of the stuff there, you got me for the 10. Hex is a good card after all, but now where do we go?
Damon, draw 3.
Okay.
Compress.
Yep.
Anything else? No, not coin.
Yep.
Press 2, compress and Arachi.
Fair enough.
Hatch DCE. Street to it. Sky return.
Okay.
Wait, before I do that quickly, just
Yeah, I was gonna say you should probably do that. I was wondering if there was a reason why you weren't, because I think you still only have
I
like
know there's
2 in
reasons
there.
not to, but
Oh, you had 3. No, never mind. You definitely should take one. I didn't know if I forgot if you still had like 2 or 3 in there. So I thought, oh, if you've only got 2, maybe that's why. But no, definitely not.
Arachi, I won't be on this anyway.
Fascinating. Okay. Well, we'll see if I can punish for that. We'll draw. Oh, maybe I can. How much do we want to pare this down then is the thing. Okay, so I can draw a full 5, but it means discarding something that could be a win con. It's probably still fine. I guess we just use Raikou as the win con. Is that going to be good enough? I really don't know if I trust that as the win con here. Shoot. I think I've gone through. Yeah, I play like 3 magnets. One did die earlier, so I know that's not going to be a thing. Oh man, this is a weird ass draw. I had this whole turn like played out, and then yeah, the draw is kind of complicating it here. I really don't want to discard that, but because it's Ultra Ball is the draw for 10. Level Ball is always getting discarded. I was going to play down and fail search it so I could draw more cards, but Ultra Ball obviously is the thing here. Oh god. Thing is, that really is just asking for trouble, I guess, if I bench it too early. Because that is there, you've gone through 2 VS Seeker. Nah. There's 0 chance that gets unpunished. I'm going to discard the Pikachu. You're down on 2 prizes. I can't really risk you just taking that out here. Yeah, so Raiko's gonna have to be it. I think, like, the entire rest of this deck is just about, like, win cons for me here. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll bench it. I'll put a Float Stone down on the Magnezone. We will Abyssal Hand to draw 5. I mean, that is as win con as it possibly gets off of that, right? 1, 2, and 3 onto the Raikou. Let's actually get this out of the way now, because Hex is possibly a thing. How many have I got in the discard? It's probably 3. Yeah, it's exactly 3, so I should pay a retreat first to go here, because I do have Fisherman, so we will grab all 4 now, because that one's getting paid for retreat. Sequencing is important in the TCG after all. We are going to slam one of these down on Arachi again, because it has been very good so far. And, I mean, I don't know if I should, because, like, it could be a problem, but whatever. We're gonna just play the rest of them down here. If you KO this, I've got 3 guys anyway, so we're fine. Yeah, we're gonna fund a lance for the 110. And Raikou in a dream, basically. But I think we can do it. I do know you have DC, which is potentially a problem, but if there's any mon that can do it right now, it's going to be Raikou.
Ninja Numal.
Yep.
Heavy Ball.
Yep.
Camerupt.
Yep.
Basic Fire to active.
Yep.
Retreat to this guy and pass.
Okay, yep, that's one of the hopes. Right, so, so we need to do a lot. Don't think I can get it with everything here, but we'll try. Trainer's Mail. Okay, we do have VS Seeker. Alright, so what is the play here? Is it to do the Rachi thing, or are we doing? Because right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5, I guess, because of the thing. So doing 150. Actually, yeah, that's exactly enough, isn't it? Yeah, because 50, 70 with Muscle Band, 4 is 80. Yeah, VS Seeker for. We should have Lysander in here. I used it right at the start of the game. Lysander in the damaged Camerupt. Because this is on 30. Yep, 150 left. So we will pay 1 to retreat. I will judiciously not Abyssal Hand because I have 5 cards left in deck. I don't want to deck out here. And yeah, we're going to fund a lance for exactly 150 here. Get, oh my god, that Muscle Banded Rachi damage mattered. God. Okay, go for it.
Camerupt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
whoa! DC on Jirachi, let's go. Yep.
Aiming for 3?
Yep.
Okay, we hit something. VS Seeker Blacksmith.
Yep. That has to happen if you want to take a knockout here.
Camerupt to the Yveltal to the bench.
Yep. This is where I really want that Pikachu, but I'm so glad I didn't bench it down in favor of the other Raikou here.
Now we'll have to take KO there.
Yep. So all of those go, prize gets taken, this has got 0 retreat, so we'll go in, draw, the energy. Okay, so... Right, so I know there is a VS Seeker in my bottom 4 because I know the rest of the cards in the deck. I know it's there. The problem is I had to pay that 1 to retreat this guy, so I can go for it and I can like VS Seeker the guy. How much am I doing? I'm doing... No, because I get 6. This is the thing, so I'm like one shy right now of getting the knockout with a Raikou. So I can VS Seeker because I have Trainer's Mail, so I can just get the VS Seeker. That's not a problem. There's nothing else I would want off it there. There is a 1 in 3 chance that I just win the game outright if I didn't, because I do have 1 Lightning Energy left in deck. There's 2 ways of doing it, but I have to commit to it first because of the way my hand is, right? Because I can't Abyssal Hand for anything here. I don't have any cards I can play. So whichever way round this is, I have to commit to it before I draw, and I hate that because it's just like not it's not the fun like way round for this. Obviously there's a backup in Stardust, but I mean you've got to just take the shot. Because there is a backup in Stardust, I think VS Seeker Fisherman is probably better here. Because if I get the energy, I have 7 here, and I can just one-shot the Camerupt with Raikou anyway. If I don't get it, I still have Stardust. So I think VS Seeker Fisherman is the correct play here, not going for the Lysander. Because either way, I do still need to spike it. So we will just get the 4 energy. I have to attach them immediately, because if I don't, I can't use Abyssal Hand. And we will Abyssal Hand for 1. And it is the energy. Okay, we got it. Go in, Floatstone with the guy, and we have 7 energy. We will take our 1 shot with Thunderlance, and did I miscount that actually? I think I miscounted that. 50 plus, yeah, I miscounted that, right? No, I didn't. No. 50 plus.
190.
It's yeah, I was right. I was thinking about it because the old school Keldeo math applies here, right? So I was thinking, okay, 6 energy Keldeo is, yeah, it's 170 because it KOs Mewtwo, and that was the whole thing.
I couldn't line up a turn to stand the Jirachi down all game because this guy's in my prizes.
Holy.
I just got to do VS Seeker early to just get going.
Yeah.
There's no amount of spare turn to be able to just, okay, Lysander tumbling attack the Jirachi.
Oh. My other energy was in. These were my prizes, Ultra Ball energy. Last 2 cards were completely useless with it. It was just the second like extra Red Canyon and Trainer's Mail that I couldn't do anything with. Oh god.
Yeah, like I knew I was playing to at least Jirachi there, but it's like, ugh, what else can I do with that hand? If I don't kill that Raikou, I'm just gonna die. Yeah, because I had 1 energy, but it had a muscle band on it, so I would have been in the same position, right? I could have spiked the energy again and just got it that way. So it would have been a very similar spot. I'd have probably just... I mean, it would have been a lower odds, but I think I would have just failed the... Oh, no, I wouldn't have, because I would just... I had 4 cards left in deck. One of them VS Seeker. I just VS Seeker the Shaman, and I win on the spot, right? So, yeah, it would have been... You had to kill that Raikou, otherwise you just immediately lose, because you put the Shaman down. So... And I had to put that down to Unbreak, because I was just kind of going nowhere at that point.
I was really scared about putting the Pikachu down because your deck just obliterates it immediately and you are on 2 prizes because of how good your early game was compared to me. I know it maybe wasn't... No, it wasn't even that bad. We went up like 2-3 prizes pretty quickly, so it's like... You had a pretty solid start, and I was down so far that I couldn't really afford to put the 2 prizer, but I really wanted to, because that Pikachu just one-shots like anything that goes in front of it, right? And... that could have easily been a big swing turn too if I just took out like your Burning and DCE just by KO instead of by, you know, doing the other bit. So, yeah, jeez.
Felt fine there actually, even though it was being definitely pressured. Like the Jirachi pressure was one thing I was definitely worried about, but I was able to manage.
Yeah. Jirachi was insane in this game. I mean, if there's any indication of showing why this little critter is like really healthy to help the format keep going again and actually help some 1-price decks do stuff, this is a perfect showcase of it because it did incredible amounts of work in that game. absolutely unbelievable. I mean, even the 30 damage because of Muscle Band mattered, because it meant I got a KO that I would not have otherwise been able to achieve with Thunderlance. Like, it did so much in that game for me.
Yeah, it's Public Enemy #1, just because I need the energy on board. I'm actually considering, is it right for me to find room for one-off energy switch?
It could be.
The deck can certainly run it. The deck.
Yeah. No, it could be. That is another potential option. Is the switch, the energy switch even to move an energy off the Camerupt to your Magma Camerupt to the regular one, so you can do the attack easier. That is definitely an option. It's one of the things with this format is there are so many options that you can play, right? That we could be tweaking these decks for weeks and probably still not get to a point where we're 100% happy with it.
The split would be Parallel City, but but again, that's just so awkward in this deck because I want neither side of it.
Yeah.
Usually. Again, though, if you parallel me that game, I would have been totally fine with the Shaman, just getting rid of the Shaman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It really depends.
It's a funky situation with it. Like, I don't have a stadium in this deck, and that is the one regret that I have over here, but I needed so much more setup for this one, because this is a tricky deck to play on. And to be fair, like, I do play the Ion Pool for the Remoraid to discard the stadium if I have to. Obviously, you're going to die next turn for it, but you're only giving up one prize, you can probably deal with that. And that is one of the reasons I put Lugia Reacts in the deck as well, because this is not difficult at all to charge up in this deck, and it resists fighting, so if you do go against that matchup, you've at least got something that you can use that, can help out. And also, Deep Hurricane discards the opposing stadium cards, which are bothering you. So, I did kind of play through it a little bit and thinking, okay, Lugia is reasonable here. It is probably the most cuttable card of the deck if I wanted to try and include something else, but looking at it, it mostly did what I needed it to do. Maybe it's a little light on the initial draw support, but we have Octillery and one Shaman in here, so I'm not really... I don't think it's bad on the draw end, it's just you do need quite a lot of parts. But, I mean...
I'm not sure if I can afford to cut this for an item, but I'm not sure about how the Judge feels in here. I never wanted it.
That's fair. I wanted Judge quite a bit, but, you know...
I want, being able to judge sounds great, but where do you find the supporter space to judge in this?
Yep.
It's your support per turn is just so stressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you have to work these blacksmiths in.
Yep.
You need to be able to Lysander kill things. You need to be able to draw out of bricks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can afford to drop it for anything other than another birch.
Sure. The only... Yes, I think if I was to cut the Lugia, it would probably be for the 4th Fear Seeker in here, although that wouldn't have helped for a lot of that game, because I did kind of not draw one of my supports that I could do stuff with, right? So, I don't know how much that would have helped, but I definitely would like... It's a bit unusual to play only 3 VS Seeker with our current setups. It's totally fine, it's not a bad play, it's just it feels weird when we've been exclusively playing 4. But I think the rest of the stuff is just kind of incredibly important for here. Maybe the muscle bands are not that big of a deal under most situations, but if I didn't have them in this game, I would have 100% lost. So I can't really say that with
because you can charge up this guy with extra energy. Not this guy.
Yeah, so I think the muscle band really did work here. Next set, that would 100% be finding Fury Belt, so those numbers would have been a bit off, but, also, I guess then you would have had to discard the 4th energy to KO Raikou, so there were a couple of turns you couldn't do that, so it would have worked both ways, I think.
Yeah, so... I wouldn't be able to play Rex to do my Camerupt, my baby Camerupts.
Yes.
I was having to use them as walls when I Sky Return more than once to avoid risking getting this guy stuck in the active or risk Stardust.
Yep. Excuse me.
Basically, special energy onto attack means this guy is just a pain.
Yeah, it really is. And yeah, if there was ever a matchup that was going to show how much of an absolute star this thing is, pun totally intended, this is it. That was... Wow, it did so much work there. Obviously, if you had the Lysanders a bit more often, then it would have been a bit less, productive.
If I find a turn where I can Lysander tumbling attack this thing dead, I will totally do it.
Oh yeah, I bet you would. But, oh, geez, man, that was I cannot believe I ended up managing to do something in that game. That just looked hopeless from the start. You had such a decent opening for it too, you know. So I was like, I don't know if there's any way for it. You even flipped the heads on the tumbling attack to kill my Reverators, like jerk. So it was like, what am I supposed to do with this game? But yeah, I guess that's the power of being a one prize deck, isn't it? Sometimes you do just have that time.
I can't kill you fast enough.
Yeah, you have time, and we just made it over. So, whew. Yeah. Okay, this was kind of nuts in the end. Again, sorry the button stuff didn't work for your first game, Si, but if you want me to include it, I guess we still can. But it was basically going to be over at that point anyway. I think.
It was pretty much a dunk at that point. So.
It was super difficult. Would have been super hard to come back from that because I can't one-shot Gallade very easily myself. I would have needed.
At that point, I just need to find a supporter every turn and start swinging.
Yeah, I mean it's funny because like Gallades do kind of trade with each other somewhat that way, but yeah, it would have been super rough. But well,
I think mine had the band on it, did it not? So even then, it's slightly awkward.
Yeah, it probably did. Yeah, I think if you drew that off of your 5 afterwards, it would have, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, because I would have had to have found like a Focus Sash to survive at that point, wouldn't I? Anyway, yeah. Got to show off.
Probably leaning into Lysanders.
Got to show off like my two of my favorite decks out of this set, to be honest, and they are like basically all new cards too, right? Like Gallade Octillery is a new thing, the Raikou's new, Magnezone's new, so like this entire deck is new, except the Lugia and I guess the one Shaman, but like really. Returning card and Fisherman too, so it makes it all work. Like it's great seeing a set that actually has a lot of new stuff that's really cool and worth playing. And yeah, even your deck, because you got the Heavy Ball in here, right? That wasn't
the Heavy Ball just helps glue this lot together.
Because
it does need it, I think.
Yeah.
It's on the edge of consistency as it is.
Because Level Ball was the one from the previous set, so now we've got both of them back.
That's very optional. That could be fourth normal. That could my starts really.
Yep. So nice. It's great because the last set was just really miserable that way to me, and it's
this
just
is also new.
Yes. Yeah.
It just originally pushed me to start this. We got Burning Energy.
This is one of the better users of it. Like the only other one really I think is Mega Houndoom is probably the best one, but even then it's fine, yeah, but Blacksmith on that is equally fine, so it's hard to just play that down. But yeah, no, it's great. And I mean size deck too. The Zoroark was all new and the Yveltal was a new one as well, the secondary one, so like it's amazing just how many new cards this set has produced. It's like obviously Gallade too in here, so it's amazing how many good cards came out of this one.
As well, by the way, but I'm not sure if anyone wants to play anymore, or
I don't have anything else to play.
We can probably see in a minute then, because yeah, I think for video times we're on almost an hour and a half of actual recording for this one, so I think we've got plenty of stuff out of here for the actual video, but I'll play you in a sec. I'm sure I've got someone else I can bring out. So yeah, for the YouTube side, thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, as always, awesome people are awesome. And yeah, next time, well, we just had the breakthrough that made the format great again. Is it going to hit the break point in the next set and just be terrible again? I guess we'll find out. Till next time. I've been